So welcome back to Old School Nation, everyone. In this video, we're going to start working on a lowering kit for the 95 Dodge Ram 1500. So we've got some lowering springs that are supposed to lower 3 inches in front, and we've got a flip kit for the back that's 6 inches or so. So we'll see how that turns out, but that's kind of always been our plan with the truck. And you know, I just happen to have some old rims and tires from an old project, but it looks pretty goofy right now, but we're hoping it's gonna look a lot better once we get it down. But yeah, stick around, we'll see how it turns out. Alright everyone, we just wanted to make a quick update video. So we finally got all of that apart. We had a major issue with the top bolt on the shock. It just was completely we busted it. It snapped. Yeah, it snapped. There's the difference in the old spring and the new spring, so you know, it definitely should make a difference and everything. So that's our update for now. We're gonna try and get this thing back together and start on the other side. All right, I just thought I'd make a quick update. So my battery died. Well, didn't have a chance to record some of this, but basically we finished up this side. It's definitely a little bit lower. We're working on the other side right now, but we'll see how it actually looks once we get it all done and set down. We're gonna work on the back tomorrow probably, but come back over to the side, and yes, so here's where we are at the moment, and so I think we're just about to let it down and get ready to take out the old spring. So here we are. Here's the finished product. Forgot to show it on camera before, but what we had measured, and this was somewhere about, it was around 33 or 33 and a half, maybe 33 and a quarter, and now it's showing around 31 and a quarter or so. I feel like it might have been like 30. I think it was right in there, 33 and a quarter, 33 and a half, somewhere right in there. So definitely didn't get quite as low as we were wanting. We were talking, and I actually got some ball joints that I want to replace the ball joints, and so I'm gonna do that. But I'm also gonna I'll probably cut another coil off of it just to get it a little bit lower. We'll see. this might shift that to this direction. You know, I know it's dark out now, but
That's better.
yeah, I know it's kind of showing, you know, roughly about 36 and an eighth, maybe. So we'll see what this comes down to. You know, we still got to install the flip kit. So it's supposed to be 6 inches. We'll see. But maybe if it ends up somewhere around the 31 to 31 and a half range, we'll see. This is our first time doing all this, so I mean, if it ends up down here at 30, then that's fine. Like I said, we're gonna plan to cut off a coil from the fronts, both sides. Anyway, this will, like I said, just be planning to install those ball joints. So, yep, that's the plan. But, yep, we're gonna call it a day for now. Got it again today. We're gonna start working on the flip kit that we've got for the rear of this. We've never done this before, so we're gonna just kind of figure this out as we go. A lot of people who do this end up having to do the notched frame. I'll see how it looks without it, and you know, we'll maybe do that later on. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. All right, so starting out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jack up the truck, put it on jack stands under the frame on each side, and then after that, then we'll jack up the rear end itself, and then support it. Let's see. You've got two here. Let me grab a couple more. already starting to feel the humidity kick up. All right, well, I'm gonna turn this on time lapse because I'm gonna turn my fans on, and that's gonna make it really noisy, but a whole lot cooler for me. So time lapse it is. So just a quick little update on where we're at. So we've got this side flipped, and so we just got finished tightening that those bolts all up, and just making sure. And unfortunately, I did not have a deep socket, so yeah, we had to go with the old tried and true wrench, but we're gonna leave it like this, and we've got to get the other side flipped and everything. But yeah, that other side was the difficult part for because of that mounting point right there, and the gas tank being right on the other side. You really can't, because the bolt is fed through from this direction, and so when you try and push it, you can't get it out. So that was just great. So hopefully we can get that one all the way out. It looks like we might be able to finagle it enough to get it out. And so that is that. So here we go. Here's that is. Over here, all we really got to do is just, we've got to just probably tighten back that bolt. And then we'll do this one whenever we get done with that side. Then we'll jack it up, and we'll reconnect that and everything. And of course, yeah, we got to rebolt that shock back up, because I still need to buy the new shocks for the, since there's a drop suspension now. So yep. So there's that. So just doing a quick kind of update of where we're at. We're just about to get everything actually bolted up here onto this. So as you can see, so we've got the leaf spring kind of brought around underneath now at this point. So I've got this piece. So it's actually got a hole in it. That's actually gonna go right under here. Of course, it's probably not gonna go smoothly. Oh, my jack stand's in the way. There we go. There. So put that on there just like that. So yeah, that finds its position because of the hole that's on there. It just positions right straight on there, and then on the bottom side, the bottom side, we've got this piece, and then it just bolts straight underneath it like that. So I believe it's actually this one that I'm sticking my finger through that's gonna position underneath on the like bolt head that's under there. And then of course we're just gonna bolt down the U-bolts from the top, and that'll be it. Then we'll do our final tightening there, and of course over here I of course do not recommend doing what I just did and cutting part of that bolt off, so that it would at least make it easier for us to get this back on there. But wow, I really think that whoever engineered this could have done this differently. I mean, sure, they left you room to like sneak a wrench down from the top to hold it still while you unbolt it from this side, but it could have just as easily been a nut from that side. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I did use the cutoff wheel and cut off the end of that bolt so that we could at least push it back far enough so that we can reinstall this a little bit easier. The threads are all still good, and so hopefully smooth sailing as far as that goes. So yeah, that part sucked. We're definitely going to we'll probably do this same drop kit for Devin's truck. So I guess that's something we've learned a lesson on, what we might want to do a little differently. But anyway, yep, just wanted to catch you up with what we're doing here. Let me turn the fans back on. It is hot as crap. All right, so we have everything pretty much buttoned up here. We're gonna we're gonna put this down, see how it looks. Looks a little bit different. All right, so that's the flip kit. Hot.
Looks like on the front. Back up a little lower.
But it might be just a little bit lower because this. fine. Not in about level.
That's kind of hard to tell if it's so close.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, here we'll let's see what this looks like. That's saying about just about 30, just about 31 and 3/4, 31 and 3/4.
Dang. Dude, the back looks low.
And this is about 30 and a half. 30 and a half. So about 1¼ inch. You know what I'm saying? But this yeah, we'll get to it. That's what I wanted to see if this is, I couldn't see if it was on the bump stop or not. It might be right on it. I think
Yeah, dude.
yeah. Let's see the other side. That's the well, it's bottomed out right where it's at, so it might. Yeah, we'll get some shocks. That's the reason why a lot of people are doing the C-notch in the frame. So we might end up doing the C-notch in the frame. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. We've had the bed off this truck before, so I mean, no big deal. We'll just take it off again, but it's okay. I mean, if we need to do it, we need to do it. That's just a quick little update, I guess. So we took out the bump stops just to see exactly what the measurement is between the frame and the rear axle. It was resting on the bump stops before, so we don't know exactly. Because what I was planning to do, at least for now, is to trim some of the bump stops off, and just so that it's not just bottoming out. And so, until we get some new shocks at least. But I'm gonna see what I can see here, because this isn't definitely a tight squeeze. I think. Okay, from the frame to the axle is about 2.5 inches, right there. 2.5. Let me confirm this side real quick. Let's see this. close, or as close, so we'll, yeah, we'll deal with the front later, but doing more work up there as well, but there we go. Yep, that's a good sign. It's exactly 2.5, so it looks like 2.5. We'll just come down. There's 2.5 right there. Yeah, I'm guessing, yeah, I'm gonna say we'll probably cut it right there, about 2. That gives us a little bit of room, but also, you know, we'll put the different shocks on and we'll see kind of what that looks like. But I'm gonna see, is that gained us a little bit of more, so I cannot remember. I'll have to maybe review footage what I said before, but this is just right at 31 inches right now, and I'm gonna probably say this is probably a little, there we go, I was gonna say it's just, oh, that's right at 30, so.
Much lower.
So yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they were gonna be closer than that, but they look closer than that. But we're actually gonna lower this probably another inch or so. And then we'll see what we end up doing. But like I'd mentioned before, we talked about doing the C notch. You know, I might eventually decide to do that, but yeah, as for right now, probably not. But I do feel like eventually I will, just for the sake of maybe having a slightly better ride whenever we do want to like take it to cruising carny or something like that, or just drive it in general. So anyway, that's where we're at the moment. So we'll probably cut these and we'll put them back on.